Looking forward to serving with you all at Camp Balance. When you arrive, you may not have time to explore, so I have made a short video showing the general location of everything. Hope it's not too boring. So if you're pulling up to Lake LaJoy, whether you're driving a van or whether you're driving your own personal vehicle, we have limited parking. All right, I think, what was it, Allie, like 12 spots?
Yeah.
There's roughly about 12 spots. There's, over 20 adults, so everybody driving their own vehicle is not going to work. So if you're a cook or something like that, you guys may have to meet off-site and chaperone, but you can go ahead and start filming. Allie over here. I'm pulling up into the camp. You can show where I just came from. Right down there is the road. I'm pulling up into the camp, and they're doing some construction on it now. They're getting ready for us, but there is different parking in different places. We have about 4, maybe 5 spots right here in the front. There's a place we can park over there by the bathhouse, and then there is other individual parking spots by the cabins. So when you come, you can just drive. You can shoot out that way toward the boat ramp, and you can get a parking spot. As you can see, these cabins don't have any parking spots. They just have, they're just walk-up cabins or walking cabins. They keep on driving around, and I'll show you a parking spot. You might, if you have a small car or something, you might be able to fit one right there. But these cabins over here, some of them have parking too, and some of them don't. So we counted, we drove around and counted. There's a good parking spot. And then over here, another good parking spot. And then you got the you can fit 2 cars right here. And then you have the Ranger up here. He's up here as well. So don't park in his yard or his driveway. And that's it. So everybody's going to have, each church, based on how many people's coming with that church, will be allotted so many parking spots, and I will tell you how many vehicles you can bring as a church. When it comes to registration, I'm a chaperone. I just got out of my vehicle. There's going to be parking kind of everywhere. We'll go over that in another section of the video. But I'm going to walk up this ramp right here at the mess hall, and this is going to be boys, okay, on this side of the mess hall. And they will be able to line up all the way to the goal. They can swing around that way. But you want to bring your boys, your kids, and make sure they're lined up. When they're in line, you can actually swing around here and come to the front of the porch. And there's going to be an adult, probably one of y'all. There's going to be an adult right here with a list of chaperones and what cabins they belong to. So you're going to come up here, and they're going to give you a laminated number for you to hold up. And and after you get that, you're going to go out here, and you're going to stand, and you're going to hold your number. Now, the kids at the registration tables are going to be sent to you. If they're in your cabin, you're going to get a total of 4 kids that will be sent to you. And then I'm going to be walking by the people with a master list, making sure everybody's with the correct people in the right cabins. And then I'll tell you, hey, go ahead and go to your cabins. You got 5 minutes, put your stuff up, and then come back to the mess hall and eat. Now, as far as the ladies, their line is just going to be at the other end, and that'll be easy. So the kids will come through the line, and then they'll go out to their people and go to their cabins. We're here in the mess hall. Here's the front door. I don't know if we can use these other doors or not, but we will all kind of, after everybody goes to their cabin, they'll be able to come straight here to eat. And all of the tables will be set up. Our cooks will take care of that. Our chairs will be set up. And I will have some flag holsters with their team flag at their table. So when we come to the mess hall to eat, they're going to go to their team table. Chaperones, you can just find a seat anywhere. Might have a chaperone table for the chaperones if they want that. Our worship will most likely take place in here. If it is a beautiful weekend and there's not really a lot of rain or anything like that, we may do worship outside. But as far as I know, just depending on weather, we'll probably set up in a corner over here so our messages and our worship will take place in here as well. So our students are going to have scheduled free time for like hour and 20 minutes, I think, according to the itinerary. This is going to be our main hangout area, so we'll be able to put like cornhole boards in here. I'm thinking probably we may move these to the outer edge, and so kids still have like some room to be able to sit, but we also have some room for some games. We also have, they can use some of this area too, as long as they don't cross that divot, and they don't go behind the building. They can go in front and they can go over. I'll have an adult over on the other side for the basketball court if they want to play basketball for hangout time as well. The snack shop is not going to be out here. It's going to be inside, but we may have a worship session out here, you know, given what the weather's going to be like. So that's it. This is going to be the hangout area. And don't forget to remind your kids, if they do want something from the snack shop, it's not free. They have to pay for it. So anything ranges from like $2 to $4, depending on what I have in there. Here's the basketball court. So when they have free time, we do need a chaperone over here at all times. One rule is kids are not to be unsupervised. We have it, they can sit there on the front porch and watch, but the kids will be able to come and play basketball games here. This is the basketball court. You can start, there's cabin 2, cabin 1, you can see they're marked, and I'm not sure off the top of my head how many of these are going to be boys, but we're going to start these with the boys' cabins and kind of work around until we kind of, you know, got all the boys in cabins, and then it'll keep on working around and it'll transfer to the girls' cabins. This here is the boys' bathhouse. They have urinals, 4 showers, like 3 toilets, and so that's all the boys will share that building. I'm standing here at the girls' bathroom. Very similar setup to the boys. Got about 4 showers, several toilets, and as you can see surrounding it, starting at the top of the hill, that's like a special, I think that cabin holds a few more people. We may use that if we need to. If we don't, we probably won't, but you got all these girls' cabins right here, each sleeping 8 people, so 2 adults and 4 students. And this will be the girls' side, and you can see straight through the mess hall, straight across through the woods. So the girls have a little bit longer of a walk to the mess hall, but they are very much separated from the boys' side. Station 1, we're at the mess hall right now. Station 1 is just down the hill. You'll just go on down to the water toward the dock. And stations 2, 3, and 4 are on the other side of this yellow building, the other side of the flagpole. Station 2 is all right on the other side down the hill. And then you can either follow the road, you can go over the hill, and you can make your way to station 3 and 4 over there. And that is the location of the station. This is going to be station 4 right here. You're going to see a box. The kids will come, they'll put their flags in. First night, we're going to be having glow frisbee, so you can look at the field. You got plenty of field here. I'll have glow cones, I'll have a glow frisbee. 2 teams will go head to head. It's not for points on the night games. The night games are just for fun, but they'll do that. And then after breakfast the next morning, we're going to be having, what was the game, Allie?
Wheelbarrow races.
We're going to be having wheelbarrow races. So once again, you'll still have those cones, and you'll be able to set up lines, maybe a cone for them to wheelbarrow around, and they have to transport their entire team by wheelbarrow. And then after that, we're going to have what's called balloon stomp. So each team will have like their color balloons, and they have to stomp out the opposing team's balloons while keeping their balloons intact. And as you can see, when you leave this, you can see the cabins up there on the hill, but you don't want to go directly that way back to the mess hall, because all of this right here is very marshy, where you see all this green grass. So you want to actually come up here along the wood lines to the right, and then you want to hit the road and walk the road back to the mess hall. All right, so as you can see, that's station 4, and this is the wood line I was talking about. And it's going to be nighttime, so you might want a headlamp, but you can walk up right there to that little building on top of the hill, and then just take a left, and you can see the road right there. Just walk down to it. This is station 3. Now the box right here, they'll put their flags in. They have a Tupperware container that have all your materials in it for all the games for all the days. First game we're going to play is laser tag. And I wanted to use this whole area for that, but it's very, very marshy, And so I had to kind of use, we're using this hill that you see me standing on for it. So the starting position will be along the wood line down that way, and they will they'll just start down there. It'll be just like traditional team deathmatch. That's for one team, and the other team will start down here on my right by the road. And as you can see, there's like a little trail down there. So they're kind of fighting off the sides of the trail, and they can use this as cover as well. So whoever eliminates everybody first wins. The second thing we're going to be doing that after breakfast the next day will be team jump rope. Is that right, babe? Yeah. And what you're going to do is you're actually going to leave. You're going to come to station 3 first, get your jump rope, and then you're going to leave. And you're going to go find a spot in the field over there at station 4 because it's nice and flat, and that way you can compete in that game. All right, the next game we're going to play is red light, green light. And what we'll do is we'll do it kind of right along this path. You'll put a chaperone right there, and they'll start at the end over here along this, as you can see, looks like a truck trail or a 4-wheel trail, and they have to make their way down the path to the person who is hosting red light, green light. Station 3, when you leave, you can see the cabins up top, the hill. Sally's filming that. You can come over here and go to the road. Do not cut straight through all of this grass because it is marshy. And go to the road and walk down the road and go on up there to the mess hall. And that's it. That's station 3. This is where station 2 is going to be. We'll place our flags here. There should be a box. And first night, we're gonna have glow volleyball. So I will have this net lit up with battery powered lights. It's gonna be really nice. Just for fun, not competition points on our night games. The next day after breakfast, we're gonna come to do traditional games, and there will be an egg race right after breakfast. And then after lunch, when we come back, we're gonna have tug of war. And so I'll have all of that will be in a Tupperware container. All your supplies will be down here for you to be able to use, so you're not having to run everywhere and grab stuff. And that's what's gonna happen at this station. And then we have our night games. You do glow volleyball again. So if you look up the hill, you're really close on this station. If you get lucky enough to have it, you do have to climb the hill. I guess everybody does if they're on this side. But the mess hall's right up there. And that's it, station 2. This is station 1. You're gonna see the flag holsters. They put their flags in, and we open up with hide and seek. And if Allie will turn the camera around, we're going to be drawing boundaries, and we'll do a hide and seek video, but you will see they have a lot of different areas to be able to hide. It's not unlimited. Like I said, there will be boundaries, but we will have a great hide and seek game going on. The next morning after breakfast, we're going to our traditional camp games, and we are going to have an egg toss. I wouldn't suggest doing it on the hill, but you have this entire area where the egg toss will be happening. And then after lunch, when it warms up a little bit, hopefully it's not raining, we're going to be having kayak races. So you'll have 2 kayaks, 3 kayaks sitting here actually. One adult will be in the water, and plenty of life jackets, and they will have to race to the other side and back. And then when we hit Saturday night, we play hide and seek again, and that is station 1. Mess hall, though, directions on where it's at, everything will be based on the mess hall. The mess hall is right up there by my white Prius, as you can see. So that's it.